The total price, including modifications and everything else that we've talked about. Over the course of 3 years, I have spent... Alright, y'all, I know it's been a while since y'all seen this sexy ass face mixed with this beautiful ass car in the back. My firstborn, for y'all that don't know. I love her to death. Me and her been through a lot of stuff. And I know some of y'all are thinking like, what does it cost to own a vehicle like this, a sports coupe like this, a sexy ass Infiniti G37 with carbon fiber fenders and just fat ass wheels in the back and just beautiful exterior, okay? What is wrong with me, y'all? Alright, y'all, but in this video, on a serious note, I'll be breaking down my total cost of ownership over the past 3 years over this car. That includes maintenance, that includes insurance, that includes the mods. You want to watch the entire video, okay? Watch to the end. Just pick up your food, eat, and vibe with me. We're gonna be vibing today, okay? Me and y'all gonna be vibing today, and I'm gonna give you a realistic cost over the 3 years of how much I spent on this car. You're gonna be shocked by the end of this video, because I was shocked. I was like, damn, nigga. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't believe it to this day after doing this math. But y'all wanna watch to the end of the video, let's get to it. Let's start with the upfront cost. This is a 2012 right here. This work of art right here is a 6-speed manual. I got it in November of 2021 with 102K miles, and I bought it for a whopping $15,500. Not that much, but you know, it was a decent deal in my opinion. I had to, you know what I'm saying, don't forget when you are what's the word? I'm drawing a blank here. When you are negotiating with anybody, with buying a car, with a dealer, it could be anybody. Do not settle for their number they have set up. Always try to negotiate. And that's what I did, and I got it for a good deal. In 2021, when the car fucking prices were through the roof, okay? So don't forget, that's a little note for y'all. That's a little gem for y'all. Negotiate. I would say prices have more or less stayed the same over the years that have passed by. I see 2008s going for around 10,000, and if you go 2010 and up, the price raises up significantly, especially if it's a 6-speed manual like this baby right here, this work of art right here. My heart right here, tight shit. Now, let's start with insurance. That all depends on you as a person, your location. It factors in with your driver's record. It factors in with where you live at. But me personally, I've spent, well, what I spend now is $231 a month. And that factors to around $2,772 a year. And over the course of 3 years, as of 2021, that will mean I have spent $8,316 so far.
Wow, man. Damn.
All right, the next expense is fuel. So I'm going to be honest with y'all. The G37 isn't really a fuel-efficient car, especially if it's tuned like this right here. So personally, I average around 14 miles per gallon. And since I bought the vehicle in 2021, I've put around 46,000 miles on it. That comes to around 15.3K miles a year. With an average fuel price of being $4 a gallon on 93 octane, I spend roughly around $4,381 on gas a year. And when you times that by 3, I've spent around $13,143 on gas. No! Oh my gosh. Just shoot me already, my guys. Just shoot me. That's crazy, y'all. What the fuck? And we're not even done yet. We still got a lot more to factor into these prices, okay? Over the course of 3 years, we still have a lot more stuff to cover, so stay tuned. Watch to the end. Now, let's include maintenance and repairs. So most of the things I've got done to this car included labor. So these prices will include a labor price with it as well. So first, let's talk about oil changes. So every 5,000 miles, you want to get an oil change. And it ranged to be around $70 every oil change. So over 3 years, that's around 9 oil changes. So multiplying that by 3, that's around $630 over the course of 3 years. Listen, the math is not mathing. What I meant to say was over the course of 9 oil changes over 3 years, what you want to do is multiply 70 by 9, and you will get $630 over the span of 3 years. All right, next, tires. So over the course of 3 years that I've owned this sexy piece of work right here, I've changed my tires around 5 times. So I know I've been seeing a lot of comments. You guys have been asking what type of tires I run. The tires I run on this sexy vehicle right here are Continental's Extreme Contact DWS 06 Plus. They're around $220 for the fronts and $250 for the rears. So that adds up to around $940. And when you times that by 3... what I meant was timesing it by 5, not 3. I don't know. I think I might have been laced while recording this video, but yeah, times by 5. That's around $4,700 over the course of 3 years. Yo, bro, what I'm telling y'all, listen, I'm telling y'all, after doing the math, and then the math don't seem like it's mathing, but the mathing.
What?
This car has taken from me, and I gladly gave. For the first brake job I had to do on this car, I had to get all the brakes changed as well as the rotors. That cost me around $1,100. The other 2 times I only had to change my brake pads, and that cost $650 each time. Each time. When you add all of that up, I ended up spending $2,400 on brakes and rotors. Some other things I had to get changed or fixed on the car were spark plugs. That cost me around $600. And I had to get my front bumper repainted due to like an insane amount of rock chips. And the crazy part is, quick little story time. Crazy part is, I got that shit repainted. Not even 3 months later, it started snowing. Some salt truck put salt right in front of me, nigga. I know my voice cracking and shit. Salt right in front of me while I was driving. All that shit messed up my front bumper again. So I basically paid all that money for nothing. And now I have to get my front bumper repainted again, and it might cost me more. So, yeah. Quick little story time. $800 for the front bumper, and $600 to get my spark plugs changed. So, of course, y'all know by now, I have modified this beautiful bubble black beauty. It's like a tongue twister saying that.
Stop it. Get some help.
And just to upgrade her performance just a little bit. But by the end of this video, I will have 2 different prices, one including these modifications and one not including the modifications. So, stay tuned. Alright, chill out. Chill out. I know it's dusty in here. I know it looks real bad. I will clean it eventually when I stop being a little bitch about it. I've been scared to get water in the wrong area, but I really want to clean out this engine bay. I will later. On to the modifications that I've got done to this car. First off, we're going to start off with the Stillen Gen 3 intakes. That cost me $489. Alright, let's start off with the rims. These are Nismo V1s. They cost me $4,000 overall. And I'm not sure y'all can tell right now, this is a carbon fiber fender right here. This cost me $1,320. In addition, I did get a carbon fiber grill. I have not installed that yet. It cost me $110. I've had that grill for over a year now. At this point, it's about to be pushing 2 years. I don't know why I haven't installed it yet. I just been a lazy fuck. I'm sorry. Just to be blunt, I just been lazy as shit. Next up, I have ISR long tube headers. That cost me $750. I can't really show you it because you can't really see it. It's not a good angle for my fat ass camera. So there's that. Also, last but not least, I installed an aluminum splash shield underneath. That cost me $170. Alright guys, I'm so sorry. I promise. This is the last time I will pause this video on you guys. I don't know what was going on with me. I had to be drugged or laced or someone spiked my drink or something. But you guys see those beautiful Spec D headlights right there? That beautiful, the best headlights you could ever put on your G37 right there. Those cost me a grand total of $460. Now let's get back on with the video. Now, what you guys have all been waiting for, the total price. Listen, side note. My fingers are frozen as shit, okay? I did this for y'all, okay? Every single one of y'all watching this video better like the video. share the video and all this stuff because I'm suffering for y'all. I get cold easy as shit. It's like 30 degrees right now. My fingers are shriveling and shit. And I can feel my fingers. So like the video. Let's get on with it. So the total price, including modifications and everything else that we've talked about, over the course of 3 years, I have spent, drumroll, $37,888. Fuck! That hurt. Listen, that hurt, bruh. That really hurt. I spent that much money? I don't believe it. Look, it's literally bringing me to tears right now, gang. Even to this day, I don't think I spent that much money on my car over the 3 years. It doesn't make sense. I don't think the math is mathing. Maybe I'm just bad at math. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe I'm just bad. But yeah, $37,000. It checks out. $37,888 over the course of 3 years on this beauty right here. And I'll gladly do it again. Without mods, I spent $30,589. So take this with a grain of salt. On one hand, with all my modifications I did, well, most of them is not including the intakes that I got installed. The intakes I installed myself. So everything else that I got installed, the fenders, and the headlights, I did the headlights myself as well. So think about fenders, my long tube headers, the aluminum underbody and all that stuff, I got a shop to do for me, okay? So take that into account. As well as, quick note, I just remembered, we never talked about it, the exhaust. I'm not entirely sure how much that exhaust costs. It's an HKS catback exhaust. I'm gonna pop it up on the screen right now. That's how much it costs, but when I got the vehicle, it came with the vehicle. So I technically didn't have to buy exhaust, it came with the car. So keep that in mind. So without mods, me spending $30,589, that means I spent around $10,196 on this car per year. There you guys go. So you can play with the numbers however you want. Keep that in mind. So if you want to play with your numbers and not include insurance costs as well as fuel costs in your expenses per year, that'll roughly add up to be $3,043 per year that you're spending on this car. Don't get me wrong, there's still a lot, but it's not nowhere close to the $10,000 that you're spending per year. Also, I did mention this earlier, but a lot of things I got done that I did not do myself, which were the headers that I didn't do myself and the fenders that I didn't do myself. That included labor costs and the aluminum underbody. That included labor costs, so that also spiked up the fee of how much I spent on the car per year. So if you want to save you some more cash, don't be like me. Do it yourself and reap the consequences. Because I was scared that I was going to fuck up my own car for some of the stuff that I wanted to do. So I had to take it to a shop. But if y'all are mechanically inclined and trust yourself and have another vehicle, I will say do it. Do it yourself. You will save you a lot more money in the long run. Alright, after painfully deducing how much I had spent on this vehicle right here, this baby right here, you might ask, did I think it's worth it? The answer is absolutely yes. Definitely yes. This is my heart, this is my baby, this is my firstborn. For y'all that don't or maybe will have a child in the future, you guys will understand. You'll do anything for your baby, and I will too. I will too. So the price, was it a crazy number that I never expected? Yes. Will I do it again if I had to? Yes, I would. But I ain't gonna lie, it was worth it in my opinion, bro. Like, to keep this stack, it was worth it. If you found this video any type of entertaining, any type of like, it kept you learned something at the end of the day. If you learned anything at the end of the day, please feel free to like the video. You know what I'm saying? Comment down below if you have any other questions. I know I didn't mention, I'm sorry for not mentioning the exhaust in the back, but I did bring it up. So hopefully y'all made it to the end. Y'all learned something new. Y'all have a new insight of how much you'll be spending on a car for this car in specific, roughly a year and whatnot. So yeah, once again, I appreciate every single one of y'all that lasted to the end of this video. It is cold as fuck. I cannot feel my fingers now. Y'all better like the video just on that simple fact, because I'm out here hurting myself for y'all to help y'all niggas out. So make sure you like the video. Yeah, on that note, man, I'm out of here. My knees are hurting. My back is hurting.
Pause.
No, Diddy, a lot of shit is hurting right now, man. Love y'all, man. I'm out.
Shut up, bitch.
I don't really care about nada. Young nigga popping a collar. She can be born like a scholar. Might shoot it up, but I won't be a father. Had a hoe popping a pill. She see me popping a pill. Shit like you know that addiction is real. Don't give a fuck, I just like how it